So, Sander, what did we just do?
We went to Justin Turner Camp with an additional lunch on.
Right. And so it was like a baseball camp.
Yeah.
1 day baseball camp.
Yeah.
And what was the really, aside from all the cool instructions that you got for baseball from your nice coaches, what was the super cool thing that happened?
I hit a home run off of JT himself.
Yeah, so tell us the story of how that happened.
What do you want to know?
Well, just tell us, you guys were in the outfield. Your team, there were like 49 teams or something, and your team was kind of in the outfield, and then he came over and he started pitching to you guys, right?
Uh-huh.
And then what happened?
Well, I think he was gonna leave after 2 batters.
Uh-huh.
And I was on deck when the second batter was up. So then I asked him to pitch to me.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
What did you say?
I shouted, "Hey JT, will you please pitch to me?"
Uh-huh.
That's literally what I said.
Okay.
And I came up. I grounded one foul, and then next pitch, right at the waist,
Uh-huh.
or like at the belly button.
Uh-huh.
I swing. And it goes over the fence, and I think it's foul I thought it was foul for a sec. But then I saw where third base was, and I was like, yes!
And everybody
everybody was like going crazy.
Right.
Even the other team's coach.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't even pitch it.
Right. And what did JT do?
Oh, and I lamb blasted it over the wall.
Uh-huh.
It was a 3-run homer.
Right. And how did Justin react?
He ran over to the plate and high-fived me.
That's great. And he yelled like, "Yeah!" Right?
Yeah, he did.
I noticed everybody just jumped up and down and threw their arms in the air, and you looked so happy. It was just the coolest thing to see. And then afterwards, after camp was over, we were in the kind of group that got to have lunch in the gym of the high school with JT. And what happened there?
I asked him a question, and I took a picture with him.
Right. And what was your question?
In a critical situation, what is the best way to deal with pressure?
And what did he say?
He said, well, your heart's pounding in your chest, and then if you just take a deep breath, then it'll just come back down to earth, and you'll just see you're back in a baseball game. And back to my words, it's kind of hard to come back down to earth when you're in a when you're in a go home, like when you're like a go big or go home kind of situation.
Gotcha. You don't want to be the GOAT, right?
Yeah. And then I said the bases are loaded, 2 outs, full count, and if you strike out, you lose. If you hit a single or a home run, you win. And then he responds, yeah, you're either the hero or the GOAT of the game. And yeah, that kind of applies for every baseball game.
Right. And my last question is, what did he tell you at the end of camp? What was kind of like the little speech that he gave you guys? What did he say in that?
Which one?
The one where he said
at the luncheon, or
no, before the luncheon, at the end of regular camp,
he just told us that being a good person is what matters on a good sports team. Like, if you're a good person to your teammate and your teammate's good to you, then it reflects on how well you play.
Yeah, and he said that was the difference. He said that people always ask him what the difference between last year's team and this year's team is, right?
Yeah, but I was kind of confused, because were they not treating each other the same way.
Right. Well, it was a lot of the same players, but I think maybe there's just a little bit more of that spirit of camaraderie this year, right? That's how I took away from
Yeah.
it. Would you say that's true?
That's definitely true. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sandra. Thanks for telling me all about it.
You're welcome.